morning. It is Monday, and I am taking it a bit slow because I had spent a decent amount of time editing yesterday, and editing just is kind of exhausting. The goals for today are really just reading one of the Miracle articles, which is a 64-page review paper, so that's going to be crazy. And I have a meeting for the research project where it's like mostly we don't know where to start yet for my part of the computational. So I'm just going to focus on my qualifying exam until I can move on to the next step for research. Look at the breakfast. It's pancakes from Klondike and apple cinnamon compote. It's absolutely delicious. I will pre-make it and just reheat it. Not the apple compote, but the rest. It is the end of Monday. I actually surprisingly did get a decent amount done. As you can see here in the readings, I got all that I said was required, which was reading 3 sections of the Miracle review paper. The other 2 were just in case I got bored. Well, actually, one of them said in case I got bored. The other one is something that I found in the Miracle review paper that I want to read because it looks like it could possibly be useful for my research. The older research, the stuff that I'm going to be discussing in my prospectus. The other work that I did was, as you can see here from my other stuff today, I did look up papers for about 30 minutes. I had some time, so I got that done. In making dinner, I actually made both dinner and meal prepped lunches because I had 2 bags for HelloFresh, and with the timing of things, they were going to go bad beforehand, or maybe not bad, but I was going to get the next order in, so I just wanted to get them made. I did that, and I cleaned pretty much all the dishes for that too, so I'm counting that. The only things that aren't cleaned are a fork and a knife that I used to cut up the chicken for my lunches, and the cookie sheet that those were on. But something that was not even planned for, so I don't really worry about it. I also finished editing the video. I almost didn't today. I was so tired, but I got through it. I think it's pretty decent. I'm excited. I'm trying to get better at my editing. I don't know. Please comment below any recommendations. I really do want to get better. It just takes forever. The other stuff I was doing was starting to set up a birthday party for myself, even though most of my friends I don't think realize it's a birthday party because we don't talk about birthdays in grad school really, but I was like, hey, let's do this escape room, and we're trying to coordinate which ones to do. The other stuff is I am going on dates again. Like I mentioned last week, I've been looking at the dating apps again. I've got a date tomorrow, which I'm so about. Some things with this person are a little, not questionable, but the tastes are very different than my own. One of the guys is really chill. The other one, it's more one of my friends kind of wants to set me up with him. However, this person is casually seeing somebody else and doesn't like to see multiple people at the same time, which I completely get. I am in a situation right now where I am not attached to Lexington. So being in a relationship, I kind of want to look at it as a companionship, put it in their court on whether or not they want it to be more serious or not, but understanding the fact that in 2 years, I'm probably moving. I plan to move, and I don't want them to have to give up everything just to move with me. That's something that I don't think is fair. So it's kind of this thing of like casual, have that bond, have that companionship, but we don't need to label it. We can see other people. It's that thing of like, you can still look for your forever person. We can be the person for that period of time. It's kind of how I see it. I was trying to explain it to Maggie because we had a Snapchat call today because we haven't talked in person in a long time, and it was good to talk to her too. So I've had an overall pretty decent day. I felt bad that I hadn't gotten a lot of research done, and by other research I mean literature review. Very quick check-in today. I'm filming in my office. As you can see, it's not the same place I usually am. This is because I was running late since I overslept after going to bed at like 12:30 because of editing the video that's going live today, or tomorrow. That video that's going live tomorrow. Whoops. I'm in here because I need to drop off my lunch, and also I wear different shoes to work. I wear professional shoes. It's just very quick. I'm a little out of breath because I need to go to a different building to TA, even though this TAing is going to be very like easy. We usually don't do anything in it. So yeah, that'll be it. Got that date tonight, which we'll see how that goes. It is the end of Tuesday. After having to rush onto campus, everything was pretty chill, like in terms of work. I was able to, as you can see here, I got grading done, and I got grading for all of the ones that, like, professor that I wanted to get done. The other work, like making my bed, of course I did. I actually did put most of my clothes away. There's a couple of articles that are not, and that's because they're like pants or like heavier things that just still haven't dried fully yet. So that's the reason why I hadn't put clothes away, was mostly because I still had them hanging from Sunday. The other stuff was really just like reading, which I did read that one section, did not start typing. I may do that tomorrow, honestly. We have a seminar tomorrow, and I may just start typing in that. Today I had a date. It didn't go great. Person seemed nice, but I wasn't interested in them anyway, as you guys kind of saw in my discussion yesterday. And then we're at a restaurant, so food, and he can't hold a fork correctly, and I don't want to be mean about it all. I felt pretentious being like, there's a proper way of holding a fork, and I didn't say anything, but that just kind of hit me, and being like, ooh, I judged my friends in college for also not being able to hold a fork correctly. We're adults. We should know how to eat, like, with utensils correctly. Yeah, so after that, he'd initially been like, oh, do you want to go on another date? And I just felt like, oh my gosh, sure. And then later on, it was just like, I'm sorry, we don't vibe. I feel bad about doing that because I don't like saying no, but I also know that, like, I'm not interested, and it's not nice for me to do that to him. But that's dating. The mole sauce of the place I was at was not even that great. Also, it doesn't seem to be the chain that I thought it was. Like, who knows? Yeah, no, TAing was pretty chill, and just organizing stuff for my birthday. That's coming up on Saturday, and I want to do an escape room and just figuring out. I've got 5 people, and I kind of want to have 6 people do the escape room, so we'll figure out from there. So you can see back there, I still have some of my drying going on, although at this point I think I can put it all away. I'll probably do it before I leave today because it is Wednesday. It's the morning. It's like 9:30. I took a little bit of a slower day. I didn't actually get out of bed until 8 because I was just so tired. I had tried to fall asleep a little bit earlier than last time, but that didn't help at all. And also you can see the light problems. Did my makeup today. Actually used 3 of the Pan Those eyeshadows today. The Steampunk Outgoing and Maraschino. And was playing around with it. Try to use Steampunk as a highlighter too. Don't. It just looked like dirt on my cheek. I still look really washed out today, but whatever. Today is gonna be probably me trying to maybe start typing a bit, like maybe start on the methodology. I'm a little nervous because I'm worried, oh, is this gonna sound professional enough? But I'm just probably gonna put words to the paper and I'll fix it later. Besides that, there's not much going on. I've got to go to a seminar. I don't ever look forward to it, but I've got a couple of things I'm thinking about doing today. I probably will try to edit my IKEA vlog, or start editing the IKEA vlog. That's going to be a lot because there's a lot of clips with it, but we'll go from there. So let's see how today ends up. It's the end of Wednesday. Today, like I'd mentioned earlier, I took the morning easy. I didn't get into the office until almost 10:30. But actually today was quite productive, and I don't really know though if it was because I set easy goals or if I was just really productive, and I'm really proud of myself. So as you can see here, I wanted to just read 2 sections of the Miracle paper, and actually I finished it because when I finished those first 2 sections, I only had 2 pages left. I only had the conclusion, so I just finished it through. And I did start doing the predictions. I just kind of started reading the abstract. I want to read that one and possibly another paper tomorrow just to get that over with. And then on my actual stuff that I did today, of course I make my bed, which people are probably being like, why the heck do you keep on saying make your bed? I do it because I want to make sure I at least get one thing done. If I get my bed made, my room looks a little bit cleaner, as my sister would always tell me. And also, if I do that, it means that, hey, maybe today was a wash. Maybe you were burned out, but at least you got out of bed and you made your bed. So that's why I always put it in there. One of the other really random ones, and this is because I noticed that it was affecting me, setting my coffee maker. So I just have one of the 4-cup coffee makers that I can have a scheduled delay. I was setting it all last week. I was able to get up a little bit earlier. This week I haven't, and I've just been sleeping in, beside the fact that I've been going to bed so late. And so today I set the coffee maker, so I'm up a little bit earlier. I also did finally start writing. I wrote about a page of my methodology. I also wrote a more intense outline, and I have more questions, partially based off of the Miracle paper, partially as I'm trying to think of things to discuss. If there's other things I can add on to show skills I have, my knowledge of these high entropy alloys or multi-principal element alloys. The last thing I did in terms of research work really was we have to do this biannual meeting and discussing the slides. So there's the original slides that are on there are from December. The ones I'd currently made, and I asked my professor to look over them. I just edited those a bit, like not much. I brought in a comment or 2 about his stuff, tried to add in a little bit there and remove things a bit, but that was it. Yes, I did clean all my dishes. That was a lot, but it mostly was just like storage containers because I'd made all that food on Monday night, and so I've just been eating through that. I also did today go with Anna to Kung Fu Tea, and I got cheese curds, which were delicious, as well as like boba. I didn't get their signature milk tea because I don't really care for it as much. In Minnesota, I liked Cha Time a lot. The other things I'd done, I did start the vlog. But by starting it, I mean I just edited the intro and tried to compile the clips. It's a little bit hard because most of the clips are taken by Anna if we were driving, because as you'd see, obviously in the video, I'm driving and I keep my eyes on the road the entire time. The other thing is I'm not sure of how I want to edit it because there are also a lot of like songs and everything. So I think some of it, and I'm going to probably cut down. Like with the songs, I'm going to probably try to like mute them if it's just the music. If we're also talking, I think we're going to just be like, hey, I have no rights to this music, but that's about it. But yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm in my office again because, again, I didn't plan things out correctly. My bed was too warm, so it took me a bit to get out of bed, honestly. And then my eye makeup took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, so I don't even have blush or highlighter on or lipstick, but granted, you're not going to be able to see that when I'm wearing a mask, so it doesn't really matter. And yes, I also have my hair up in a headscarf again because, honestly, I kind of liked this look. I just need to get more headscarves that are this size so I can play around with that more. So that means probably some Goodwill shopping, and then I need to get better organizers for it. So it's going to be a whole thing. Today, I just TA, and that's really it. So today was not a very productive day, but not super upset about it. I just felt burned out, so I just wasn't going to get a lot of stuff done. First thing was, you can see here, I didn't actually make dinner. Instead, I ordered, which I know I'm going to be eating out a lot because tomorrow's going to be my birthday. The other thing was trying to organize stuff because I got invited to something on Saturday also for a family friend's like daughter's birthday. I was like, oh, I want to go to that because they're doing it on Saturday instead of Friday. But it works better to do Saturday for the escape room. So I was like, okay, we're just going to do Saturday, but still making sure because a couple of people want to bring their partners and I'm like, there's 3 partners that want to go, but like that would be more people than like are actually there. I could be the one not going, and that I hadn't also told many of them that it's like, hey, yeah, it's my birthday. I don't think they realize that. I mean, why would they realize that? I haven't told them, and I'm still like getting to know some of them. Classes are fine. One of the professors I work with is always like, are you okay? Are you okay? How are you feeling? Are you okay? And I'm like, I am fine. There's nothing for you to worry about. I'm okay. I get that you're stressed, and so you being a mother figure to me, like, oh, well, if I'm stressed, you must be stressed too. And I'm like, no, at this point, I'm not stressed. You can just let it be. But like I said, I did make my bed. I talked to my professor a little bit, not a lot. He acknowledged that he was not being super great as an advisor to me right now. And I'm like, I need advising. Other stuff, I did do a little bit of the typing. I did not do any setting up with the vlog. And by doing a little bit of typing, I made the document. I started kind of thinking out an idea, but I'm not sure. The problem is like, not that I don't want to cite things, but like keeping track of all my citations is always hard. Being like, oh, how many of these papers did I get this idea from? Because some of these like very overarching themes are in all of these papers. So it's hard to keep track of. Yeah, that's the problem of reading a lot of reviews, is they go over similar material, so you're like, okay, did all of these talk about it? Gotcha. I've got a light shining right at me, which is why the shadow is showing a lot. Did not feel like editing today. In terms of reading, I did finish the one article, and I did start the other article. That was... The article that was like predictions was hard to follow, I'll be honest. Anything with Hamiltonians always confuse me, so that never makes anything fun. Today is my birthday. I'm really excited. I'm working from home because family calls on birthdays. Like, that's always what we've done because I have not spent a birthday with my family since I was 18. I did already get a phone call from my dad. It was great to talk to him. We only talked for about 20 minutes because I had a meeting with my advisor where we were trying to flesh out some of the research stuff as well as my prospectus. The other thing that I did today, I was able to text my sister a bit. She sent me a photo of me and her dog the last time I visited them. Like, see right there? I miss her dog so much. She was such a sweetie. I also got an email from one of my other sisters. Yes, I got an email from her, but that's because she's on deployment right now. The other things, I'm kind of waiting for a call from my mom, waiting for a call from the sister who is not on a ship. And also today, it is snowing. Like, it didn't snow for a little bit, and I wish I'd gone out then. It's snowing now, but I'm just like, okay, we're shoveling out the car. I already gonna have to shovel it out anyway. And I'm gonna go get the like coffee and pastries that I want for my birthday because I want to feel special. So yeah, that's been the big thing, and I have no idea what the rest of my day is gonna be like. It's actually a Saturday today. I did not film end of Friday because, like I mentioned, Friday was my birthday, and I ended up taking like 8 shots. Not 24, which is my actual age, but I was like, well, 8 is a factor of 24, so it counts. And I was just a little out of it. It was at that point where everything was safe. was drinking water. I was doing all things that were responsible, besides drinking, which kids do drink responsibly. I was having water, I had Motrin, I was in a safe place. So yesterday I'd initially tried to go visit my aunt and uncle who live here. However, driving the roads were so bad and dangerous that I initially tried and I had to turn around, and it took me 30 minutes to get home for a part of the road that should have taken me like 10, if that. But yeah, it snowed a lot, and so I ended up just hanging out with Anna and Anthony in like the late evening. And then today I just allowed myself to relax. I kind of gave myself a spa day. I did a face mask, I did a hand mask, because I think partially due to the heating system here in my apartment, my body just dries out a lot more than it did in Minnesota, weirdly. A lot more lotion everywhere just to be like, I am flaking. We did an escape room today and went to a local brewery. Like, the local brewery is right next to the escape room, but we did both. It was amazing. Did win, which was great. It was an island escape theme, and so I was wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Wearing this, you can kind of see it. It's a Hawaiian shirt that was originally my late grandfather's, and it also matched the OSP Poseidon pin a bit, so that was kind of where I was getting my inspirations from. Yeah, that game was a lot of fun, and it was just fun to have at the party. And it wasn't really a party, but when we were at the brewery, my friend had a cake and the candles and everything, and so they start singing happy birthday, and so I have an entire tent of people watching the Kentucky-Kansas game singing happy birthday to me, and that had never actually happened. When I think about it, I don't ever recall that being a thing. And while I like doing stuff for my birthday, but I don't want to be like, oh, I have to do everything for my birthday and I want everybody. But it's great, because like some of the people that were at this event didn't even really know that it was planned for my birthday. But yeah, it was fun. I'm making a morning video on a weekend? What the heck? I mean, why not? Today I want to feel a little bit more productive, but that'll probably be cleaning, laundry. I am going to be getting tires, cross my fingers. Initially I had ordered tires and then that order got canceled, but the other store that I ordered from, they haven't canceled it. So crossing my fingers, knock on wood, I'm able to get tires because I need it. After that one drive, I was like, yeah, I should have gotten them a little bit earlier, but I didn't. It's expensive, and I got the insurance. People are like, oh, you don't need the insurance, but I'm just always worried because sometimes the Kentucky roads are not good. Yeah, so today I've already done washing my brushes because I really needed to do that. And I may try to like edit a video or just do research. I don't really know. I've not been wanting to edit videos at all, but I'll at least get this like vlog up. Hopefully. I should. The IKEA vlog may take a little bit longer, which I know is like, oh, I'm prolonging things so long, but it's just tiring some days to edit. It's been pretty quiet. I've also been having the problem of not being able to sleep in past like 8. And I mean, I didn't go to bed super late last night. I think I went to bed at probably about 11:30-ish. I just want to feel lazy, but also I'm like, this is a great day for me to get some like small things done. Like washing my brushes is not something that's like super great. Like, it's great in the fact that like I need to wash them, but it's also not really something that needed to be done. The laundry is probably the other thing I'm going to do, just get that over with. I may do that after I go and get tires, and then when I looked, there's a Goodwill I'm kind of curious about that I want to check out. I may show you guys what I do. Hey, one last thing. I am sorry if the audio is off on that end clip. So I only ended up doing some chores today and no work. I was very unproductive, although I kind of got a little bit of a nap in, although even that nap was not great. I was still somewhat like awake, but not fully, and so I haven't done any editing. I'm just very behind on everything, but I think just this weekend I needed to be a bum. I can kind of start up again a little bit. I need to pace myself better. That always seems to be my problem, is I can never pace myself, and then I feel really horrible when I don't get stuff done, and it's a bad cycle. And I'd gone to therapy a little bit before, and I just didn't vibe with the therapist, which is probably part of the reason why I didn't learn a lot from it. Like, he was just like, yeah, you burn hot, and so we can work to try to get you to be more consistent. And that's why I try to do those sticky notes, is to try to keep myself more consistent. But I think I may need more help, or may need to do some other technique, because I live in a grind culture. Like, you gotta keep on going. You never stop. And I don't feel like I'm doing my 40 hours of work. I don't feel horrible. I really do. And I'm not doing that in terms of the, like, people who are like, oh, I feel horrible, but they don't really try to do anything about it. And I mean, I'm really not trying to do anything about it, but you guys could see, like, I do the sticky notes. I try to set goals and be productive. So I didn't even get the tires today, but that was more because I never got the email being like, yes, it's confirmed. It was just like, oh, it should be ready at 1 o'clock, but I was going to wait to see, and I was tracking the order, and they were like, we're preparing it. And then I tried to call it about 4-ish. It was like after I'd had my nap, and it rang. I was on the phone for like a minute and a half with it just ringing. So I will try again tomorrow just to see. I don't have time to get the tires changed tomorrow, but call and make sure, because I know it's like a 10-day window for me to be able to get my tires changed, but we'll see. So that'll probably be on Tuesday if this whole thing works out. I didn't even make food, so I've got to make a HelloFresh and then probably separate it into 3 or something. I've been bad. I'd been cooking a bit. I'd already made some lunches for myself. I'd already made the pancakes that I usually make for myself for the morning. So I got all that done. I did a little bit of work in that, and then the other thing was I decided today, you know what, we're going to start tracking calories and activity again. I'm going to be healthy. In a way, a new year, new me, because it's a new rotation around the sun for me, but it's hard to get back into the swing of doing less calories, as you guys had seen in one of my earlier attempts at YouTube. Editing Obi here. I decided to take out a huge rant on my Sunday part of the vlog for week 3, week 4, whatever week it is. So instead, I'm just going to put it here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you with the next video. Goodbye!